Hello everybody, this is Baka Zombie. Welcome back to another Pokemon VGC video. This video is, of course, in Regulation H, but this is post, what is it called? It's the GC, so it's the Grand Challenge, I believe is what it was called. Strange name, but that's what it was. It's an online tournament where you can actually earn competitive points to go towards your invite to Worlds. Now, for those of you who haven't played in an online tournament, they are nonsense. They are bananas. There's just so many gimmick teams, and because it's not open team sheet, and two, not best of three, people can just get away with stupid crap all the time, and it's one of the worst things to play in. But we did actually pretty decently. I ended up going positive. 1500 is the baseline. I went above 1500, not by much, because I did get pretty worn out by all the nonsense that's going on, not only from opposing teams, but on my own side. We had, first off, you'll see as we go through the team, I have a King Gambit on my team that I caught in the wild because it's shiny, and I forgot to change its nature to be adamant. So it had a neutral nature, which you'd think would be fine, but there were like at least 5 Pokemon that lived on 1 HP because I wasn't adamant, and it was so annoying, especially in an opposing King Gambit that was Terra Ghost, and I Kowtow cleaved it, and it lived on 1 HP, and then it turned around and low kicked me and killed me. So it's like, cool, thanks for being an idiot. But outside of that, obviously there were DCs randomly. One time my game just force closed. It wasn't even a DC, it was just a force close. It's like, cool, I love that for me. Yeah, just a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of things you don't typically expect, because it is just people doing whatever. But we did pretty decently, all things considered. Also, I think it was just like a best. I don't know if there was a max cap of games you could play. I don't think there was. I think they just took like your best. I don't know how it was calculated, because in the past it's been like there's 15 games each day of the weekend. So like 15 games, 3 different days. But you just had to complete 3 games to get the actual rewards. And I think they just took your 3 best finishes, I want to say. Like your your 3 highest played games, I think is what it was. I don't know how it was tallied out, but we're gonna be using that team. I did fix the King Gambit. I think that was the only thing that was like wrong. Otherwise, there is some tweaks we probably still will do, and we'll talk about that as we go through the team. First and foremost, I wanted to use Kommo-o. Kommo-o has been a mon I've been wanting to use for a while, and he's actually pretty decent now. So I wanted to try him out, but he's not 100% yet. I don't think I love him specifically the way he's built right now. So we do have leftovers, and Steel Terra. As far as attacks, we have Protect, Clangorous Soul, Clanging Scales, and Aura Sphere. For those who don't know, Clangorous Soul, you use it, and it reduces your health, but it increases all of your stats by 1. Now you can see our EV spread. We aren't like max special attack. We have actually a max HP, a lot of speed, and I think it's 4 in both the defenses, and then 60. I think it's 60 in special attack. There were a few times where I would get the Clangorous Soul off, and I would still miss KOs with an attack. So maybe a little more in special defense might be worth it. Take a little bit out of speed, but there were a couple times it's like, I don't know if he's out of speed. So I think this is just kind of how it is. But we do have a little way of getting around the missed KOs. Kommo-o does suffer from 5 attack syndrome, or 4 attack syndrome, I guess you'd call it, because he needs a coverage move, is what I'll say. Like, Aura Sphere is what I ended up going with because it's stab, but I could go Flash Cannon, could go Flamethrower. There were a lot of times Aura Sphere actually really came into use, so I don't think it's necessarily the wrong pick. I think he just needs that 5th move to push him over the edge. We do have a little bit of coverage, so it's not the end of the world that we don't have like Flamethrower. I think Flamethrower would be the most useful move, but we do have a fire type on the team, so it's not like the end of the world that he doesn't have Flamethrower. Soundproof came into use so often because, one thing, people don't they don't know what ability it has, because Kommo-o has 3 pretty good abilities. He has Soundproof, he has Overcoat, and he has another ability that I don't remember. But soundproof came into use a lot because when we were trying to follow me things away, a lot of people are hyper voice. Kommo-o is immune to hyper voice because of soundproof. He's immune to parting shot from Incineroar, so he can't get his special attack reduced, which is really nice. I think that's kind of the majority of things that it really blocks, but it's really useful that it blocks those things. So soundproof I really like. Overcoat's nice, but I prefer the soundproof. I really want to know what his third ability is now. I'm not going to look it up on my computer because I don't want to slow my computer down. I'll look it up on my phone real quick, real fast, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's not real quick or real fast. It's not mindful or demure. Kommo-o. Let's see. Cerebi, because it doesn't bog everything down like Bulbapedia does. Bulletproof is the other one, so that would stop like Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, which Shadow Ball is pretty common right now with Golden Go, so not a terrible thing. But Steel Terra helps quite a bit as well. Then we have our Indeedee, who is carrying the Psychic Seeds. This is a very typical Indeedee. This is a 0 attack Indeedee, which can get you into a pickle sometimes, especially with Taunt, or just imposing Imprison Indeedees. But I did want all of the moves on here. We have Trick Room, Follow Me, Helping Hand, and Imprison. Imprison is just like, it stops opposing Trick Room teams, is just what this Indeedee does there. Helping Hand helps Kommo-o get those KOs that he misses out on. And Follow Me helps to protect the Kommo-o. Obviously Psychic Surge, and we went max HP. Almost max defense, but a little bit in the Spadef. Then, here's the Fable King Gambit we were talking about. Big and shiny. Our Queen Gambit carries the Assault Vest, Flying Terra, with Kowtow, Cleave, Iron Head, Low Kick, and Sucker Punch. Max attack, max HP. A little bit in that Spadef. Defiant. It helps keep things away. Like, again, everything else are special attackers on this team, other than there's a Rillaboom here. But King Gambit just helps scare away things like Incineroar and who's another Intimidator? There's not really a ton of Intimidators in this format. There's like Gyarados. But yeah, we can get some cheeky Defiance when things are trying to drop our stats. So that is what King Gambit is here for. Just big hits. And another mon I've just wanted to use for quite a bit here. Next, to go along with our Indeedee, we have Armor Rouge with our Grass Terra, Life Orb, Flash Fire, with Expanding Force, Armor Cannon, Energy Ball, Protect, Max Special Attack, Max Speed, Modest Nature, typical King Gambit. This, honestly, Psyspam is just too good. I don't know what to tell you guys. Psyspam is just too good. Like, if Kommo-o can't come, Armor Rouge is your attacker. You just bring in Indeedee Armor Rouge and just blast things away. Even if Kommo-o cannot come, you lead with Indeedee Armor Rouge and just blast things away, and then it leaves a lot of space for Kommo-o to come in and set up and just tear down the rest of the team. So, Armor Rouge, I think, works really well with Kommo-o. That's why it's here. Also, the Flash Fire, if you do Terra your Kommo-o, pretty nice. Then we have Volcarona. Volcarona is another redirector. Volcarona didn't come as often as like Indeedee did, because Indeedee's got the Psychic Terrain, which is really nice. But Volcarona, if used properly, actually is really good. We got the Rocky Helmet on it because I kind of just didn't have like leftovers or anything. But we can Will-O-Wisp, Rage Powder, Struggle Bug, and Tailwind with the Flame Body. Surprisingly, this thing was kind of my answer to Dondozo. When I went against Dondozo teams, I'd just bring the Volcarona and I'd get the Will-O-Wisp off. I'd redirect its attacks into Volcarona. I'd be taking Rocky Helmet. If I didn't get the Will-O-Wisp off, I'd get Flame Bodied. A lot of Dondozo struggled against Volcarona, which is kind of crazy to say, because we all weak to its Wave Crash. But you can Terra into the Dragon type. As long as it's not going for order ups. I think there was one time the Dondozo got the better of me and it ordered up into my Volcarona that wasn't using Rage Powder when I Dragon Terra'd. And it's like, okay. So they just got the good predict, I guess. And that happened. Struggle Bug also really helps just wear down special attackers for Kommo-o to fight against. And then last but not least, we do have our Rillaboom, Grassy Seed, Grassy Glide, Taunt, Woodhammer, and Fake Out. I went Taunt over U-Turn. Mostly because, first off, we don't have the Assault Vest because King Gambit's using it. But I didn't have taunt during the tournament, and I was planning on putting taunt on there, and then I didn't. And then during the tournament, there were so many times like I wish Rillaboom had taunt. Originally, I didn't put it. I ended up not putting it on there because Indeedee was like the Trick Room stopper, and that's what I assumed Rillaboom would be doing a taunt. But there were a couple times like I really wish I had taunt on my Rillaboom, so we have it on there now. So that is the team. We are going to get some battles here and see what other little things we can pick and poke at this team to make it a little bit better. If you want to try it out for yourself, there is a rental code in the description below. Otherwise, let's get to some battles. Okay, for some reason, my stupid capture card stopped working, so I had to pull it off and put my team together off screen. Okay, so they led Dragonite, Talonflame. They do have Talonflame, what's your name? I don't have time to do for that. We'll do team stuff in between. So Dragonite, Talonflame. I led King Gambit, Volcarona, expecting a Grimmsnarl. That didn't happen. It's kind of just bad all around. I'm going to kowtow the Talonflame and Rage Powder here. See, I don't know what happened. Freaking capture card just decided to stop capturing when I got a battle. So yeah, Taunt was coming. I knew that was coming. That's why I didn't want to Will-O-Wisp here. But I did Rage Powder. Dragonite's going to Stomping Tantrum, which does a decent amount of damage. But it still gets hurt by the Rocky Helmet Stomping Tantrum. I'm surprised at that. Kowtow Cleave is going to hit the Talonflame. Big boy damage. Now, I think the Talonflame might Tailwind here, or it might Will-O-Wisp, actually, into my King Gambit. This is interesting, because I think I'm getting Stomping Tantrumed and Will-O-Wisp here, so I don't necessarily want to switch in my Armor Rouge. I guess I could switch in Indeedee there. I could just go for a double swap, is what I'm going to do. So they have Dragonite, Talonflame, Serperior, Primarina, Grimmsnarl, somebody else. Garchomp. That's what the opposing team has. Yeah, led expecting Grimmsnarl, didn't happen. And the Talonflame Dragonite are out here and we're trying to switch around. We're getting taunted, we're getting stomping. We have Psychic Seeds. Okay, Tailwind. That's why I didn't want to Sucker Punch, because I assumed we were going to get Tailwinded. And then the Stomping is into the Indeedee. Yeah, I could have Terra'd there and just kowtowed the Talonflame, but I didn't necessarily want to use Matera. So I'm going to follow me with the Indeedee. Then I think we do... I am going to Terra as well. And Expanding Force. Because I think the Talonflame Brave Birds into the Indeedee, just blowing it up. And I don't want the Dragonite to get a free Stomping Tantrum into me. And this is turn 2 of Tailwind. Here's the follow me. So either we're getting taunted or Brave Bird. There's a taunt. So I could have saved my Terra. I could have, in fact, saved my Terra, but it's not the end of the world. And Indeedee survives the turn, which is even better. And both get knocked out. I mean, I guess Indeedee surviving isn't good. I'd rather it fainted there because it can't attack, right? So we could have brought in Volcarona for free and gotten a Rage Powder off here. Let's see, Primarina comes in, but I don't mind that we Terra'd. And who's the other Mon? Serperior? Garchomp. So honestly, our Terra isn't the worst thing in the world. We have King Gambit and Volcarona in the back. I think it's the last turn of Tailwind? No, there's 2 more turns. It's 4 turns, and you have 3 turns. That's what I'm trying to... Ndidi's just gonna struggle, and I'll protect the or the Armorers here. That's been happening too. The little yellow box has been staying on my screen lately. I don't know why that started happening. It's usually when Ndidi can't do anything that it happens. So I wonder if that's just the glitch. Because believe it or not, this isn't the first time Ndidi wasn't able to do anything. We get the protect off. Garchomp is gonna rock slide here. Okay. So bringing in Volcarona isn't actually the best idea then. I see Hyper Voice from the Primarina. That's fine. So I'm gonna bring in King Gambit then. Honestly, Garchomp is the scariest thing we have to deal with, so I'm going to kowtow it and Expanding Force. I don't know how much the Primarina can actually do. I guess Primarina's kind of problem. Well, he's going to Earthquake himself, so there is that. King Gambit survives it, but he doesn't survive the Hyper Voice. Critical hit on the King Gambit, too. And Armorers, you crit both of my Pokemon? Are you kidding me? I knew Armorers wasn't going to die to that, but I was going to say, if Armorers dies to this, it'd be rather upsetting. Let's see how much Armorers can do. There's the voice box. Throat spray. Expanding Force. KO's the Primarina, brings Garchomp down really low, which is really nice. The unfortunate thing is because we got crit by Earthquake now, Rock Slide might take me out, which really sucks. So if we die here, we know why. Gonna Terra. Terra into Steel? Terra Dragon. Okay. Did you go for Dragon Claw? I almost Rage Powdered. No, you Rock Slide. He does hit both. Armorous lives on 4. We just can't get flinched here. There it is. Whew. Even though we go down to life, we crit him back. It didn't matter though. Even though we go down to Life Orb, we KO'd them first. So, yeah, really the only thing I could have saved them was the flinch. Even the crit didn't save them, thankfully. That would have been really annoying if they crit both of my Pokemon and then my Armorers ended up getting flinched there. Or dying. Dying would have been the bad thing. Because flinching, he could have still flinched me, even if he didn't crit me the previous turn. So, thankfully, the crits didn't end up mattering. Although, I think King Gambit wouldn't have gone down if we didn't get crit, because they Hyper Voiced instead of Moon Blasting, which I guess they're both neutral, but I think Hyper Voice gets the boost from Liquid Voice. So I'm not sure if the Primarina lived or not, or like if the King Gambit lived from the Primarina or not. There was a chance though, because we are Assault Vested, but we ended up winning anyway. We are still in trouble here. That camera up team drugged me down so far. I ended up giving up on it. We'll try Trick Room again in the future because I really like Trick Room. I have to talk this way now because that camera sucks. I gotta remember to talk to you guys directly. But yeah, the camera up team just wasn't doing it. That being said, it wasn't supposed to be a camera up team, and camera up carried, so what can you do? Anyway, we're gonna get another battle. Hopefully my capture card doesn't freak out so we can see the beginning of it this time. All right. I hate Rain Team so much. Archaludon is so annoying, and freaking that mouse hold strat. Now everybody's trying to do that mouse hold strat. I think this is actually the team that won Baltimore, and it's so annoying. But we do have follow. I always try to follow me it away, and then they just final Gambit me with stupid Annihilate. So it's like, what am I doing here, man? But anyway, we do have Annihilate, mouse hold, Archaludon, Grimmsnarl. Yeah, it's not Gimmighoul, Scoldingo, Pelipper. I'm gonna try to lead the Psyspam, but they're just gonna blast me away like they've done every other time. I like Kommo-o here, and I think King Gambit. I think I'm gonna try something here. Because I didn't watch the finals. I'm gonna say. I didn't watch the finals. But I know that the Mousehold Archelon was like a whole thing. But they don't lead them. They lead Grimmsnarl and Goldingo, which is actually really good for them. Because what do I do about it, you know? I guess what I'm gonna do is just Armor Cannon this Goldingo and follow me. Yeah. Goldingo probably lives because of the light screen that I assume is happening from the Grimmsnarl, but it's still gonna freaking hurt it, right? And I follow me so that the Shadow Ball can't hit me from the Goldingo. Okay. They don't switch and they don't Terra. Light screen from the Grimmsnarl. Make it rain. Yep, that's fine. We eat that. Well, indeed, I think it just got crit. Yeah. You know, we're just getting crit left and right. It's fine. Oh, that's kind of stupid. But here we are. Because I had this +1 special defense, so I would have lived that. If I didn't get critted. But that does KO the Goldingo. Did we crit back, or did it just KO through light screen? No, we just killed through light screen. Armor is kind of a monster. And now I can bring in the King Gambit to threaten the Grimmsnarl. And I haven't even used my Terra yet. I am under half with Armor Rouge, and I've -1 to both my defenses. So I'm not in the best position. Especially if something like Pelipper comes in here. It's going to be Archeludon. I don't love... I don't love this. I'm going to protect, and I'm going to Terra my King Gambit. So I think he tries to body press me here. The only thing will be if he electro shots. Okay, he didn't Terra. I wanted to Armor Cannon him, or Arm Cannon him, whatever it's called. Because I expected the Grass Terra to come out of the Archeludon, but he had no reason to, right? Now I Flying Terra, so he can't body press me. He can, it just won't do as much. Yep, Grimmsnarl's gonna have to reflect, makes sense. Yep, body press. Does nothing. Get the Iron Head. Does big boy damage. Here, do they have Pelipper in the back? I want to say yes, but I don't. Let's go for it. I'm going to Armor Cannon and Low Kick into the Archeludon. I think the Grimmsnarl might switch into Pelipper, if they have Pelipper. The thing is, I think even this double up won't KO it, especially because King Gambit's going to go after Armor Rouge, so the Low Kick is going to be hitting into a +1 defense on the Archeludon. You do see the Terra. Is it Terra Grass, maybe? I would love to see Terra Grass come out here. Terra Dragon. Why? Why Terra Dragon? That's so bad for me. They're usually Terra Grass, but this one being Terra Dragon is so bad. It's probably going for like a Dragon Pulse then. It just wanted the extra boost. I see Spirit Break. That's probably gonna kill me, yeah. I have no defenses right now. And Dragon Pulse. It's gonna hurt, but it won't do that much. And it did a little more than I would have expected. Look at clap. Bring in my Kommo-o. I don't have the Terra to get away from the Spirit Break. I just wonder if he's afraid enough of Kommo-o, or if he thinks I'm like a body press set, because that's typically what you see from Kommo-o. But also, this thing's Assault Vest, right? The thing's Assault Vest, and it's such high HP. I'm gonna protect Kommo-o. I'm gonna try and get rid of this monster on here. I think that's the only way we can get out of this, is if somehow King Gambit survives the turn. I don't think it will, though, because of the Durgan Pulse. Just doing so much damage. Yeah, I think King Gambit just dies to this, unfortunately. We live on 5! King Gambit, my goat! Ironhead! Get rid of the Grimmsnarl. Which is the problem for the Kommo-o. Now, it depends on who the heck is in the back. If it is Mouse, I think we might be fine. Might. It depends on if Kommo-o can pick up the KO, which it's Annihilate. That's bad. I think Annihilate is Choice Scarfed. Does Terrain go away? It doesn't. I think we needed Terrain to go away here to win. Now Clanging Scales and go for the Kowtow. Into the Annihilate. Because I think Annihilate is Choice Scarfed, right? It's not. And the Archaludon lives, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Bulk up from the Annihilate. Durgan Pulse probably just takes out Kommo-o. Yeah. Without our... It crit me. I don't think it mattered. But it's still annoying that I've been crit, what, 4 times now? Within 2 battles? Kowtow's not going to do anything. I think that the terrain goes away now, which kind of sucks, because if it went away the previous turn, yeah. I could have Sucker Punched the Archaludon, and then it would have probably died, right? Let's see. Let's see if a Sucker Punch would have gone. I mean, it now has an additional stamina boost. But... yeah, I think without the additional stamina boost, Sucker Punch would have taken out the Archaludon there and would have fainted. Then it would have been 2-on-1 against against Annihilate, but Annihilate still had the upper hand in that situation. That's what I would have had to do at that point, is tried to go for my Clangorous Soul and hope that the +1 was enough, a single target to take out the Annihilate. That team's just so annoying, and I hate that it's everywhere. Like, get over it, guys. I know it's good. Get over it. Play something else, please. For the love of me. Archaludon is just always my bane. It's the bane of my existence. It's just such a bulky Pokemon. And with Terra, it's so hard. Well, like, we thought it was Grass Terra, right? And then it Terra'd into Dragon and just blocked everything that I tried to do to it. So, yeah. What can you do? We're going to get one more battle, though. Let's see what we can do about that. About that. As much as I would hate having 2 steel types on the team, I wonder if dropping Rillaboom for Golden would be good against Archaludon. Because that blocks both its stabs. Like, it resists both its stabs. I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth it or not. Let me know how you guys deal with Archaludon down in the description, or down in the comments below, because I can't figure it out. I'm too dumb. But we have a Charizard on the opposing... Never mind, they left. Oh, was that me? I wanted to fight that Charizard, man. Alright. Hopefully my internet's not going out again. It's been doing that over this week. I don't know why. See if we can get a battle quick, because that's stupid. I wanted to fight that Charizard. My phone still has Wi-Fi, and my computer still has Wi-Fi, so I don't know why I disconnected. Just being dumb, I guess. Yep, we got one pretty quick. Maybe the same trainer? It's not, I don't think that's the same trainer. I didn't remember the name. Okay, well, we have a Dragapult instead. We have an Armarouge on the opposing team that can take advantage of my Psychic Drain. We also have a Glimmora, a Gastrodon, a Dragapult, a little guy, Rotom Mo, and a King Gambit. I think I'm gonna lead Psyspam. Can Kommo-o fight here? Kind of. I mean, you got Aura Sphere for King Gambit as long as it doesn't Terra. We got the Clanging Scales. The only thing it doesn't really want to fight is the Armor Rouge. I think we go same team here. I think we don't bring Volt Corona this time. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I didn't want to lead Kommo-o because I didn't want them to lead with Psyspam. Not that I know if that Armor Rouge has Expanding Force. Glimmora and Rotom actually lead for my opponent, which is kind of good for me. It's kind of really good for me, actually. Like, what do either of these Pokemon do? Other than the Glimmora Meteor Beam? Because apparently Glimmora carry Meteor Beam now. A Meteor Beam into my Armor Rouge. I just go for the Follow Me Expanding Force. Something that could... Okay, Spike Shield. Something that I could see happening is like... I wonder if they're weak Armor Rouge with Aqua Jet Dragapult to activate weak armor and weakness policy, but they can't well, like, you can side Aqua Jet. Oh, I didn't KO the Rotom, that's kind of sad. Rotom's gonna discharge. Okay, that hits both. Might be specs. Of course I get paralyzed. Why wouldn't I get paralyzed? It would be dumb if I didn't get paralyzed. I have to Terra here, unfortunately, because of that. The super unfortunate thing will be if they Mortal Spin and hit both of my Pokemon, it probably just KOs my King Gambit. But this is to block the discharge from KOing me, because we now resist. They don't switch though. So either they're not specs, or they're okay with discharging into their own Glimmora. Power Gem, okay, cool. I'll hit my Indeedee and another crit. Put it on the tally, folks. And then a Thunder Wave. Okay. Just Thunder Waving my Indeedee. Don't get paralyzed. Thank you. It's okay, I'll blow it unless that thing has its focus out. It does. What is this team? The Rotom's just slowing everything down. Kind of wish I Helping Handed that first turn then. I was really worried about the Meteor Beam from the Glimmora. You see the Dragapult come out. I think we're in a big pickle here. Yeah, having to using the Terra really boned me here, because now I can't Terra away my Kommo-o. Yep, Indeedee gets paralyzed, so I don't even get to follow me off, so they can just do what they please here. Dragon Dart's probably just gonna KO both Pokemon anyway. Didn't really matter. Yeah. And it crit me again, for fun, you know. It's 6 times a day. I've King Gambit in the back. Now the thing is, does he let me attack his guy? He's got a Terra, right? I have 2 turns of Psychic Terrain, so it's not even like I could attack him, and then if he protects, Sucker Punch him next turn. I have to Kowtow here and protect the King Gambit. That's all I can. I mean, the Kommo-o. That's all I can really do. He's gonna Terra. Yeah, Terra Fairy. If I would Iron-Headed you, dude. Now my Kommo-o really can't do anything to him. That is the problem with this Kommo-o set. I can't fight fairies at all. Dragon Darts. Take that. He's gonna hit both times on there. Power Jam into Kommo-o. Did it deal amount? The question is he banded? If he's banded, I might take a Dragon Dart. Or if he's not banded, I might take a Dragon Dart. If he is banded, I might not. But Dragon Dart's pretty weak. Let's see. Another crit? Are you kidding me? That's 7 of those goddamn things between 3 matches. And then Kommo-o doesn't outspeed and gets power jam. I would have lived that if I didn't get crit. That is so stupid. I hate this game. I crit 7 times today. Oh god, it's King Gambit in a dream. Oh, what's wrong with that armor? The nice thing is that this Glamora can't touch the wall, so I can just leave it alone. I kind of hope it's Armor Rouge in the back. It's Gastrodon. Of course it's Gastrodon. Why wouldn't it be? I just lose then. Yep, getting crit lost us the game. That's so annoying. Power Gem's not gonna do anything. Did more than I expected, to be fair. Kowtow won't KO Gastrodon because it's too bulky. Does 50%. Does this thing have overpower? Yep. Yep. I love losing to crits. It's my favorite thing in the world. I also expected the Dragapult to have Steel Terra. Fairy Terra was really good for it. Not that that would have changed me getting crit by it and dying the next turn. So if we had Kommo-o and... I mean, even Kommo-o and Armor Rouge together probably wouldn't have taken out Gastrodon because I didn't have my Clangorous Soul boost. Back down the bottom of Ultra Ball. So technically, I don't think that crit mattered. It's just annoying that I've been crit, what, 7 or 8 times now? Between 8 battles. I mean, 3 battles. So I'm going to do one more, see how many times more times I can get crit. We got to hit 10 crits, you know? Got to get to 10 crits. Before the end of the video. Okay, we found another battle finally. I don't know what is going on. It's either the game and the internet, or both. But, like, I was struggling to even stay in the battle stadium to get a battle. So we finally got one. It's gonna be Volbeat, Typhlosion, Primarina, Archaludon's back, Espathra, and Indeedee. I wonder if they lead the Typhlosion Volbeat for Tailwind Eruption. If they do, I'm going with these two. Do we think Volcarona's gonna... Is Volcarona my answer to Archaludon, and it's been here the whole time? Let's try it. King Gambit or Kommo-o. Kommo-o really doesn't do anything. I think we have to bring King Gambit here. The big problem with King Gambit is that I want to Sucker Punch everything, but I have Psychic Surge up. So, like, if I didn't bring Volcarona this time, maybe bringing Rillaboom would have been good, just to turn off the Psychic Surge. Because I would love to Sucker Punch, like, the Hisuian Typhlosion, the Espathra. But if it's sitting next to Volcarona, I can always Rage Powder stuff away, and then Kowtow. Only problem will be the Eruption Typhlosion, but I think they're going to lead that. That's typically a lead. Right, you go Tailwind Eruption. They just aren't using the Whimsicott this time. Indeedee Espathra. Okay. So they're doing what I'm doing, actually. I think the Espathra is Psychic Spam as well. What I can do is Armor Cannon the Espathra and try to imprison the opposing Indeedee. I think the Indeedee is just going to go for follow me's. Yeah, Spathra protects this turn. That's fine. What is the Indeedee going to try and do? They also imprison. They're just faster. Or they speed tied because I don't have any speed investment. You see the speed boost from the Spathra. Just gonna go for expanding force. And bring in the King Gambit. Okay. The Spathra isn't switching. I thought it might because I was armor craning and I wonder if they were going to try and sneak in the Typhlosion. But they also can't really rock it. Follow me, that's fine. I'm hitting both you with the expanding force. Spathra's going to Lumina Crash. Fine. Does drop my special defense, but I hit the expanding force on both of you. Does big damage to the Spathra, actually. I switch Armor Rouge for Indeedee. King Gambit can Kowtow or Iron Head expecting me. I'm gonna Iron Head expecting the Terra from the Indeedee. Ooh. So it's not expanding force Spathra unless they have both Luminous Crash and Expanding Force. But I think it's... They usually run stored power, right? Indeedee's going to withdraw. It's not going to be for something that's weak to Dark, though. It's going to be the Primarina, so this is neutral. Spathra protects. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Get a big old Iron Head off. Into the Primarina. Spathra is going to get another speed boost. But now I'm going to try and set up Trick Room. I'm going to go for the Iron Head here. Because the Spathra is the least of my worries now. It can't really do anything that I'm aware of. It might have Dazzling Gleam, but we should still eat that pretty decently. See a Terra. From who? Primarina. It is Steel Terra. A little annoying, but Luminous Crash into the Indeedee, that's fine. Oh, it's not totally fine because if we see a Liquid Voice here. Yeah, Liquid Voice. Yeah, it's gonna kill my Indeedee. That kinda sucks. Do Iron Head. It just misses the KO by a centimeter. And Spathra gets a speed boost. I'm bringing Volcarona. I believe our Volcarona has speed investment. Got a little, so I wonder if it outspeeds the Primarina, actually. I'm gonna Struggle Bug. Mom. Primarina is currently the issue. I'm gonna kowtow the Spathra. I think the Spathra dies, but that is if the Volcarona gets its attack off. Lumina Crash into the Volcarona makes sense. Volcarona is faster. And KOs both. Cool. Primarina's gonna faint. Honestly, if the train doesn't go away here, that's our biggest saving grace right now. Because the Indeedee would come in and then it wouldn't get set up and then we get Sucker Punch. Nah, the Witness disappears, so we don't get to Sucker Punch. But Volcarona is still here to Rage Powder away. I don't know what the last Pokemon is. It's gonna be Typhlosion. Which Typhlosion kind of has to just specs itself into something, right? Now, I haven't Terra'd yet. So I could Terra... I could Terra Dragon Volcarona, but I don't want to. I think I just let the King Gambit go down here. Because if this thing is specs like I expect it to, yeah, then it should be fine. Follow me. Yep, that's fine. Eruption, yep. King Gambit's gonna go down. I can bring in Volcarona. We can Expanding Force, and I can Terra. Rage Powder. I don't think it's worth it to Terra the Armor Rouge here into Grass type, because even if he Shadow Balls me at the range I'm at, I'm pretty sure I just faint. Let's see. I have a sneaking suspicion that Tyranitar is Terra. I mean, choiced in some way. That's typically what they do, and that's why you typically don't want to bring them at the end of the game, because I had 2 walls to it. Either it had to lock itself in the Shadow Ball and be able to KO Volcarona and Armor Rouge, or it had to lock itself in Eruption and KO the King Gambit. Follow me, that's fine. Okay, it's not choice. A good thing I went for Rage Powder. And the Typhlosion just faints from that. Perfect. I wonder if it was like Expert Belt, maybe? I don't know what they typically carry when they're not choiced. But now I can just go for Armor Cannon into the Indeedee and Struggle Bug. I'm glad we got that last battle in. That brings my hopes up a little bit. We didn't get crit there, so that was cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I gotta remember you guys are over here now. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this VGC video. Be sure to leave comments on how you would fix, update this team, patch this team up a little bit down in the comment section below. Trust me, Kommo-o actually puts in work. It just didn't today for some reason. Like during the GC, it actually was bopping things. It just couldn't really show up today. There's a lot of counters to it, which that's the problem with Kommo-o. There are a lot of counters to it. But when teams don't have it, it kind of just runs wild. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Again, if you want to try the team out for yourself, rental code is in the description below. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.